Hey guys, Andrew Esquivel here, back with another review. And today we're going to be reviewing something that's a little outside my comfort zone. Simply because I'm a computer technician, not a car mechanic, but I can still feel and tell when something's askew with the car. So I'm going to be reviewing the Power Stop drilled slotted vented rotors with their Z23 carbon fiber ceramic brake pads. Now, a little bit of backstory. I've been using Power Stop for the last 5 years. And for the last 5 years, they've actually been pretty good. But 5 years ago, the brake pad formula was known as the Z16 formula. Now those were just ceramic brake pads, and there was no information about the friction coefficient rating for those pads. But I will tell you this, they were really good pads. They performed way better than my stock pads, which is why 5 years later, after the rotor started to warp, I thought, all right, I'll go with the brand that I know, because they got to still be good. I mean, they're still in business and they're getting more well known. So I went and bought a new set of rotors and pads. Now these pads are the carbon fiber ceramic Z23 formula brake pads. Once again with the same style drilled, slotted, vented rotors, and for reference, these things are made in China. That doesn't necessarily mean they're terrible, but take that for what it's worth. Now, immediately, right away, after I replaced the pads, I noticed something was very wrong. The brake pads, or when I pushed in the brakes, it was extremely spongy, and I thought, well, maybe air got into the brake line or somehow? So I flushed the brakes once, tried again, still really spongy. I thought, well, maybe I should just replace all the brake fluid just to be safe. So I flushed out the system, replaced it with some just .3 formula, and I tried it again. Really, really spongy. And I'm like, this is not right. Now, the problem started to really compound a little while afterwards, because I went on a little bit of a trip thinking to myself, well, maybe this needs to be broken in a little bit before. And yes, I did do the bed-in procedure that is specified on the box to the T. I had people block off part of the roads to make sure it was safe to do it, because you got to speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. And then you got to let the brakes cool off by driving a little bit. So I did that. It didn't really help. So I decided, okay, let's give it some more time. So I took 100 to 200 miles on these pads. That's it. No more than 15 days, no more than 100 to 200 miles. Something really bad started to happen soon afterwards, where when I pushed on the brakes, the car wanted to veer to the right while the back end wanted to keep going straight, and I'm like, this is not good. So I took it to my mechanic. I took one look at it and said, yeah, man, you've got what we call peanut butter pads. And I'm going to take these pads over right here and give you kind of an explanation of what they mean by peanut butter pads. So you can see these are worn away pretty badly, and they are not worn evenly at all. So what they mean by peanut butter pads is when you apply pressure to them, instead of the material simply just fading away, it splays outwards. So they push down and splay out, and you can kind of see what's going on here, and the pads are just flaking away, man. Like, let me get footage here. You can actually see them splaying outwards. Sorry, I'm trying to get my camera to focus. And they're crumbling, man. They're just crumbling apart. And some pads are worn really bad, like completely uneven wear. Like this one, you can still see the line. On some of them, the line's almost completely gone. And they're just kind of like brittle. See, they're just falling apart here. I don't think that's pretty typical, especially of pads that claim to be better than OEM. So they just keep falling apart. So I decided, okay, that's not good. Let's see the impression from the brake piston on this one too. So I decided that's not good. I don't like that one bit. These have a friction coefficient rating of GG, which is relatively higher up there, and My suspicion is they require a little bit more heat to produce friction than some other pads out there. Now, I'm replacing them with Okabono pads that are ceramic, and those have a rating of FF, but you can see some of the brake material is lodged inward here. I don't like that. So, what can we take away from this? Well, for one, we used all new hardware too. It came with new hardware, little shims, grease, new little boots here. The pads are terrible. They don't last long at all. They've got this weird splaying out issue, and they do not bite. They are spongy, like SpongeBob SquarePants spongy. I don't like that at all. So I'm swapping out. My new rotors are going to be from Brake Performance. Those are made in America. And Okabonos, those are made in America too. These are all made in China. Something happened with Power Stop over the course of the last few years. They changed their formula, they changed manufacturers or something, but they're not good anymore. Now that doesn't mean everything they make is bad. I've seen people talk about their race day pads, which has a brake coefficient or a friction coefficient rating of HH, but they require an immense amount of heat to really grab. But that's a different situation entirely. We're just talking about the Evolution series, which have evolved into something really garbage. So, long story short, I'm going to stay away from these for a while and just go with more reputable brands.